Chaos! What are they fighting about this time?
Who's the coolest?
What is going on YouTube? Ninstar Rose back once again for the 5th time, and welcome to another episode of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Discussion. That is right, we are back, but before we get started, heart goes out to all of those guys in Japan. We are really sorry to hear what just happened. It is really unfortunate, and guys, show your support. So my thoughts and prayers go out to all of those people in Japan that was affected. However though, back on topic, we are back here with part 5, another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Discussion. And guys, you know what you're here for, more facts about Shadow. Sorry that this part took a bit longer than usual, but hey, I got there in the end. Again guys, big thank you to all of you, especially part 4 now. My part 4 Shadow is in video exploded. It exploded. And guys, there's no other way for me to thank you other than making more videos for you. So without further ado, I did more investigation, I did a little more digging, and I'm seriously squeezing to the bottom of the barrel here. This is as far as we're gonna go until we get that Nintendo Direct. So guys, without further ado, welcome to part 5, Shadow is in. Alright, so we're going to start off part 5 with something very unusual and very different. Well, not very unusual as a matter of fact, this is very usual to all you Smash fans out there. And if you're a big fan of the Sonic franchise, I'm pretty sure you guys will understand exactly what I'm about to say here. One thing that Smash Brothers and Sega both love is their soundtracks. Yes, the soundtracks, the music, you know, live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow, or oh hail Shadow, heroes rise again, dun, 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 obliterating everything that's not your friend. Anyways guys, I might be getting a bit excited, but yes, I am talking about the soundtrack here. What got me excited is the fact that Crush 40 member June is back once again for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and he created the most recent Mega Man theme. Yes, June from Crush 40. And if you're big Sega fans, if you're big Sonic fans, you know exactly who June is. He's Sega's main composer, he's Sega's main electric guitarist, he's one of the main guys of Crush 40. That is right, the guys that made Live and Learn, All Hail Shadow, all those awesome themes from Sonic Adventure days. And oh my god, it's good to see him back in action. Why am I bringing this up is because when you think Crush 40, you think of Sonic Adventure, and when you think of Sonic Adventure, you think of Shadow. So this just confirms Crush 40's involvement in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If Shadow was to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, he needs to come in with music, and what better people to make music for Shadow other than Crush 40. That's right, Crush 40 is the perfect guys to get music for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Shadow. It just makes perfect sense. Going back to the last Super Smash Bros. Direct when Sakurai was flicking through the music and we noticed that Final Fantasy only got 2 songs from the last episode. Well, with this episode now I want to bring your attention to the Sonic playlist. We have now got 20 songs, and bear in mind that might not be all the songs for Sonic, but we definitely know for a fact we got a minimum of 20 songs for Sonic. That is surpasses Smash Wii U's total at least by an extra 6 songs. The Wii U version of Smash had 14 songs in total for the Sonic franchise, and now it's definitely upgraded to a minimum of 20 for Ultimate. So what are those other 6 songs? One of them is guaranteed to be Fist Bump from Sonic Forces. That is a no-brainer, that's definitely going to be in Ultimate. But what are those other 5 songs? Those other 5 songs could indeed relate to Shadow, such as All Hail Shadow, such as White Jungle, maybe Dark Theme from Sonic Heroes. If Shadow is in this game, he will need music too. And to see Crush 40 back on the project with Ultimate, it just makes perfect sense that Shadow's gonna get some sick background music. And June is just the perfect guy to back up Smash Brothers for Shadow's music. And June is the perfect guy to back up Smash Brothers with any Sonic music. If you're talking about Sonic music, June is the guy to go to. Crush 40 is the band to go to. So that's why I feel like this is a good indicator of Shadow, because, well, there's definitely more Sonic music in this game, and there's probably more to come. There is over 900 songs. A measly 20 of them can't be just Sonic. There's gotta be more. There's gotta be. The best way to get more Sonic songs in the game is by having more Sonic characters in the game. Booyah. Now, I did previously mention in previous episodes that Shadow is indeed the most requested Sonic character to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but there is one thing that I have failed to mention and I really want to bring up in this video, and that's the fact that Shadow is indeed the most requested Sega character to join overall. Any votes from any Sega fan voting for any Sega character is supporting Shadow's chances if he's the most requested Sonic character to be voted for. It's not just all about Shadow getting individual votes, it's about the franchise as a whole getting the individual votes. So any votes for Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Metal Sonic, Eggman, you name him, any Sonic character is a vote to the Sonic franchise. And since Shadow was the #1 most requested Sonic character overall, that means all of those votes definitely convert to Shadow. Now, that is just on the Sonic franchise. What about all the other Sega franchises? That is right, Crazy Taxi, Monkey Ball, Space Channel 5, Billy Hatcher. These are all fantastic Sega games, and you can count your money. They would have got some votes on the Smash ballot, not as much as the Sonic franchise, but definitely they would have got some votes on the ballot, but they fall under the same category here. Any vote to a Sega character or a Sega mascot is a vote to, well, Sega. And since Shadow is the #1 most requested Sonic character, and since Shadow is most likely the most requested Sega character now at this point, any Sega vote as a whole is going to Shadow. Since Shadow was #1 out of all Sega characters, that means any Sega vote is supporting Shadow. There you guys go. Even more votes for Shadow. And speaking of votes, I want to actually bring up now one specific character that was introduced back as DLC for Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, and that is Corrin. Yeah, I want to bring up Corrin specifically because Corrin is a perfect example of what I was just saying before with Shadow and Sega votes. Think of it this way, guys. Chrom was deconfirmed and fans were indeed upset, and when the ballot came to, people would have voted for Chrom on the ballot. And it was even proven in the last Smash Direct because Sakurai said it himself that Dark, Samus and Chrom were highly requested. If Chrom was deconfirmed and yet he was highly requested, that just says that the Fire Emblem fans definitely reached out in the ballot and voted for Chrom. But why am I bringing up Corrin? Because Sakurai knew that Chrom could not be playable because he practically deconfirmed him and made him part of Robin's Final Smash on Wii U, so he needed to please those Fire Emblem fans with a different character. And what better than the newest Fire Emblem character at the time being Corrin for Fire Emblem Fates. That's what happened here. It's a very similar situation as to what I described with Shadow previously with Sega. Any Fire Emblem vote in this case, and he wanted to really please those Fire Emblem fans and he couldn't add Chrom, the best solution was to include the newest Fire Emblem character, and no one could have voted for Corrin because, well, his game was not even out at the time. No one even knew his name. What would they fill in on the Smash Brothers ballot page? They couldn't fill in anything. They only would have filled in Chrom, Fire Emblem Awakening. But the thing is, he is already deconfirmed. He's already in the game as part of Robin's Final Smash. So there's nothing much that Sakurai could have done about it other than include a brand new Fire Emblem character. So any vote for Chrom or any Fire Emblem character, and I'm pretty certain that Chrom would have been the #1 most requested Fire Emblem character to be voted on the ballot, is a vote to the Fire Emblem franchise. And that's why we got Corrin. So that is another example of why Shadow is looking very good, because it's the same thing here. Any vote towards Sega and their characters is a vote to Shadow, since Shadow is the most requested Sega character. The next thing I want to bring up is, well, Nintendo fans, and what is Nintendo fans' opinion on the Sonic franchise and, of course, on Shadow the Hedgehog specifically. Now, Nintendo fans is very interesting, and I feel like I've got the answer to this because, well, I actually started off as a Nintendo fan. To cut a long story short, a little history lesson of Ninstar Rose, I had a Nintendo in my house when I was born, and we didn't have Sega. We didn't have Sega at all. The only way I knew about Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles and all of those fantastic games is because of all my friends in primary school had Sega consoles, and every time I went to their place, I played Sonic. Every time they came to my place, we played Mario. You know what I mean? So I was a fan of both games at the time. However though, I never owned a Sega console. I only had Nintendo. So when I saw the very first Sonic game to come to a Nintendo console, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, you can guarantee that I pounced on that game like no tomorrow, and I loved it to death. It is my favorite game of all time. That's how much I love the game. I love it to a passion. I was a Nintendo fan, and that game alone sold me to become a massive Sega and Sonic fan. Yes, I did say that I did like Sonic, but it wasn't locked in that I was a big fan. But thanks to Sonic Adventure 2 coming to the GameCube, it locked it in. A Nintendo fan converted to a Sonic fan, and that is huge. And I can guarantee I am not the only one. There is so many other people out there that has a similar story to me. They would have grew up with Nintendo. They got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, and they became big Sonic fans. So there you guys go. Even some Nintendo fans would have easily voted for Shadow on the ballot just because of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and how much of an amazing game it was and how much of an amazing character Shadow is. Shadow debuting in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was the perfect game for him to be debuting in. When Sega did the jump to Nintendo with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, it wasn't just the Sonic franchise jumping over to Nintendo, it was all of the Sonic characters along with him. Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, and most importantly, Shadow. Shadow jumped over to Nintendo the exact same time that Sonic did. When you think of Sonic on Nintendo, the first two characters to come to mind is Sonic and Shadow. And Nintendo fans see Shadow as more iconic than Knuckles and Tails because they grew up with Nintendo. They didn't grow up with Sega. They grew up with Nintendo. And that's the reason why Shadow may have even got even more votes on the ballot, because those Nintendo fans said, I would so love to relive Sonic Adventure 2 just in Smash. Yes, so put in Shadow as an Echo Fighter of Sonic, so that way I can reenact that awesome opening cutscene in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is a perfect opportunity. Me being a Nintendo fan, absolutely loving Sonic. It makes perfect sense. Nintendo fans would have easily voted for Shadow on the ballot, especially if they grew up in the GameCube era. That would have made a huge impact on the Smash Brothers ballot. And speaking of Echo Fighters, there's something I need to really bring to your attention about Echo Fighters. Of course, with internet going viral and everyone saying, oh my god, clones, they're terrible. Why clones are in the game? They're wasting character spots. It's a waste of development time by putting these clones in. No, it is not the case. The reason why the clones were in the first place is because they wanted to add more characters in the game. With the short development time that they had, they pre-picked all of those unique fighters and made them perfect in their eyes, but they wanted to add more characters. That's the reason why we got Pichu and Melee. That's the reason why we got Wolf. That's the reason why we got Dark Pit and Lucina. At the time of those specific games, they were indeed clones, but the reason why they were added in is solely to add those characters in the game. Now that Sakurai, thanks to the Smash Bros. Ballot, was able to see the reasons why people were requesting characters, you can bet your money Sakurai would have saw during the Smash Bros. Ballot that people were saying, I wanted Chrom in Super Smash Bros. Because we have so many Fire Emblem characters that are very similar, and I think Chrom would be a unique fighter. Or what about, I want Crystal in Super Smash Bros. Because Fox, Falcon, and Wolf play very similar. We need a new unique Star Fox rep. Or what about, we need Shadow the Hedgehog in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He would make us such a unique character, and he's got such unique moves like chaos abilities and stuff like that. People may have voted those characters thinking they would be unique characters, but here is the issue here. It is a lot of work for the development team. It is unfeasible to make almost 70 characters completely unique to each other. Yes, Sakurai and the team have done very well with Ultimate so far, but let's be real here, it is a lot of work. They've been developing this game for over 3 years now, and to have more than 70 characters as complete unique fighters would be a nightmare of a job to do. So by having Echo Fighters is the perfect way, and Sakurai would have easily seen in the Smash Bros. Ballot comments and just on the internet in general how much people complained about clones and Echo Echo Fighters at the time. So that's the reason why Sakurai embraced the Echo Fighters. That's the reason why he told everyone what Echo Fighters are back at E3. He wanted to let people know that yes, Echo Fighters is a thing, and this is the reason why that they are a thing. It is solely because we want to add all of these characters in for you, but it is so much work. So the best way that we can add all of these characters that you really want in is by making them Echo Fighters or clones. That's the reason why he embraced it in the E3 presentation. That's the reason why he made a whole statement about him, because he wants to really make this the ultimate Smash Bros. He wants to add all of these characters in, but he even knows it is unfeasible to make all of these characters unique fighters. However though, if I can have this character share the same moves as other characters, because they technically do that in some of their games, well, I'm gonna take this opportunity. And that's probably what Sakurai has done. Well, it's not what probably Sakurai has done. It is what Sakurai is doing. He's taking the opportunity and using those characters that could be clones and making them clones, because it's adding the character in the game. People want those characters and he wants to give those people those characters, but the only way he's going to be able to do that is by pumping them out as Echo Fighters, because it is a lot of development time. So guys, you do need to understand, yes, we all want Shadow to be a unique fighter. Yes, we all wanted Chrom to be a unique fighter. We all wanted every character to be a unique fighter. Heck, I wanted Daisy to be a unique fighter. But in reality, we gotta see it as Sakurai's point of view. It is a heap ton of work, and it is not easy to create over 70 or potentially 80 different characters with 80 complete unique movesets and balancing all 80 of them. That's the reason why Echo Fighters is such a genius move, and that is the reason why Sakurai is embracing the Echo Fighters. He is making it clear that he is not afraid of adding more Echo Fighters. The more Echo Fighters, the better in my opinion now, because it means more characters, and it makes an easier job for Sakurai and the team. He is not afraid to add Echo Fighters now, solely because of what he did at the E3 presentation. By embracing the Echo Fighters, he is now no longer afraid to reveal them. He is now treating them as like, hey, here's more Echo Fighters, deal with it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of fans are starting to agree with him now. There is still those handful of fans that say, no, I want Shadow to be a unique fighter, but guys, give Sakurai and the team a break. We're asking a lot. The whole video game industry is asking a lot out of Sakurai, and he's trying to please everyone in every way, shape, and form he can, and this is the only way he's going to do it. If it means Shadow to be an Echo Fighter, then so be it. As long as I get to play as my ultimate life form in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that's what matters to me the most. That is the reason why Sakurai is not afraid of adding Echo Fighters anymore. And guys, I am reaching to the very bottom of the barrel now. This is it. This is the last thing that I have that can help Shadow's chances in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate until more news is dropped from a Nintendo Direct or anything like that. This is the last, absolute last thing that I have. The ultimate reason why Shadow will be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is because of you guys. That's right. Every single one of you. Me, you, your friends, every Sonic fan, every Sega fan, every person that bought Sonic Adventure 2 and became Sonic fans. I'm talking about you guys. Yes, you, the guy that's sitting right there watching this video right now. It's because of you guys that Shadow will be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yes, it may seem a little bit tacky, but you know what? It is true. This whole time, from the Smash Bros. Ballot all the way to the reveal of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I had no idea how many votes Shadow potentially got on the ballot, and now it is clear as day. He got a heap ton of votes, and there's so many people that voted for Shadow, and they were all silent voters. A lot of those people that voted for Shadow really kept their mouths shut. They just said, you know what, I'm just gonna vote for Shadow because I like the character a lot, and that's it. And there's a vote for Shadow. Yeah, guys, I'm talking about you. Yeah, it's thanks to you guys that Shadow may be in the game. And ever since the reveal of Echo Fighters back at the E3 presentation, the internet exploded about Shadow. All of these people are coming out and saying, I actually did vote for Shadow on the ballot. Oh no, but I did too. Oh no, but I did too. And times that by a gajillion. So many people just came out of the blue and said, I actually voted for Shadow. And it is true. You can watch so many YouTube videos about people saying, hey, I actually voted for Shadow. You can read so many forum posts on Smash boards and other websites such as Reddit and god damn it, even 4chan, and people saying, yeah, I voted for Shadow. Where did all of these people come from? They were there the whole time voting for Shadow. They just didn't say anything. Until the reveal of Echo Fighters, Shadow exploded. And then fans all coming out of their shells and saying, yeah, I voted for Shadow. I voted for Shadow too. Do you know what? I voted for Shadow too. Hey, you voted for Shadow? I voted for Shadow too. Everyone voted for Shadow. Because, again, Sonic wouldn't have got votes. What is the next Sonic character to be in the line? It would have been Shadow, Tails, or Knuckles, and it's clearly Shadow. Shadow is the winner in this sense because Shadow would have got all the votes. Shadow would have got all the votes from the Adventure fans. Shadow would have got all the votes from the Modern fans. Shadow would have got a vote for a lot of Sega fans. Shadow would have got votes from the Nintendo fans. Shadow would have got just a heap ton of votes from any person that bought Sonic Adventure 2. Just because, well, it's an awesome game. He's an awesome character. He's just as cool as Sonic. You know what I mean? In fact, he may be even more cooler. And to see Shadow not return once but twice as an assist trophy in Wii U and 3DS, people from then would have said, oh man, I really want to see Shadow playable at that point. A lot of people would have converted and said, I really wanted to see Shadow playable. And the Smash ballot couldn't drop at any better time because then those people used those emotions and voted for Shadow. So guys, that's most of you guys. I'm pretty sure, and I'm 100% certain, all of you guys watching this video right now voted for Shadow. Honestly, I have to say to all of you, thank you. Thank you so much for your votes. Your votes is supporting Shadow is unreal. And yes, even if you're silent about it, even if you're watching this video, not commenting, not subscribing, it doesn't matter about all of that. All I care about is that you supporting Shadow by watching this video, by spreading the love, by doing what you guys do to support Shadow is what matters. Because in the end of the day, that's all we want. We want Shadow in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and some people have their ways of showing their support. It might be silence, it might be vocal, it might be through images, it might be through videos, it might be through word of mouth, it might be just playing with friends on the playground. There would have been so many votes for Shadow in so many different ways that we cannot imagine, and it's all thanks to you guys. That's all I have, guys. I have officially reached the bottom of the barrel. This is it. That's all I have left. I've done so much digging and I just can't find any more facts. Yeah, I've reached my limit. This is it. Until more Smash news is dropped, I've got nothing left else to say. But other than thank you. Thank you to all of you for your amazing support through all of my videos. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and this new Part 5. And I just, wow, guys, I really love you guys so much. It's so awesome to see so many amazing Shadow fans out there. I cannot wait for him to be revealed. It is such a given that he is going to be revealed as a matter of time. And yeah, guys, this is it. This is all I have left. Wow. Wow, what a journey it was. But hey, it is not over until it's over. I will not give up. I will keep still searching. Even though that I have officially reached to the bottom of the barrel, I will keep searching for any proofs and hints for Shadow's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And heck, let's be real here. If Super Smash Bros. Ultimate does come out and it does not have Shadow, I will still keep searching, even for potential DLC. I am not going to give up until Shadow is in Super Smash Bros. As a playable fighter. I will always support Shadow to the very end. I will support Shadow until I can play him in Super Smash Bros. And I am not gonna give up. You guys have my word. I will make you all proud. I will definitely 100% back up Shadow to the very end. I want Shadow in Smash. We all want Shadow in Smash. And with all of us combined, we have the ultimate power to get Shadow into Super Smash Bros. I can see it happening. I can just imagine it. Shadow is so in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He will chaos control into the playable roster. And I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to hear that announcer say Shadow. I cannot wait to see all of those awesome Shadow trophies that you can collect in Smash Bros. I cannot wait to see Shadow's final smash. I cannot wait to see his amiibo. And guys, I am not giving up. I am not giving up. And I'm asking for your support too. Guys, if you want Shadow in Smash, just do not give up. Keep on rolling, keep on moving, keep going forward. Spread the love for Shadow in any way, shape, or form you can. Even if you're not not vocal, if you like making videos, spread the word. If you like word of mouth, spread the word. If you like drawing, spread the drawing. Do what you need to do. Show your support to Shadow. Let's make this a thing. Show your support for Shadow. Whatever you need to do, just do it. And guys, I believe in you all. I do believe in all of you. So let's make this a thing. Let's get Shadow the Hedgehog in Smash. Alright guys, without further ado, this is it. This concludes my part 5, Shadow is in. Oh, but hold up, we are not done yet. Now, guys, I gotta give you a little bit of another history lesson on Instar Rose. What are my top 5 most requested characters to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Number 1 being Shadow. Number 2 is Crystal from Star Fox. Number 3 is Princess Daisy from Super Mario. Number 4 is Shantae from Shantae. And number 5 is Cat and Nana from WarioWare. Those are my top 5 most requested characters to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So far, 2 of the characters out of my top 5 as fates have been sealed. Daisy, playable character, and Crystal as an assist trophy. My goal is to get at least 3 of my top 5 most requested characters to join Super Smash Bros. Because 3 out of 5, you're a winner. So if I can get 3 of my playable characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I am gonna be super happy. So what is this segment about? 2 of the characters' fates have already been sealed. I've talked about Shadow for 5 episodes, so let's get to the next character in my list. We're talking about Shantae now. That's right, Shantae, the Half Genie Hero. So I thought I'd throw this at the end of this Shadow is in episode as a little support for all the Shantae fans out there, because you know what, I like Shantae just as much as you guys, and I would love to see her in Smash Bros. She is my second most requested character right now at this current stage, right after Shadow, of course. Shadow is my number 1, Shantae is my number 2, but you know what, doing all of this investigation for Shadow, I have found some hints and clues towards Shantae's inclusion. And without further ado, here is the bonus segment, Shantae is in. Now, if you guys previously watched my top 5 most requested third-party characters to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Shantae was in fact my number 2 on that list. But I'll be honest here, I did not know who Shantae was, and it wasn't thanks to WaveForward themselves. I had no idea who Shantae was at all during Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS until the Super Smash Bros. Ballot was dropped. WaveForward, the company that created Shantae, came out of nowhere and started promoting her like mad, and I'm like, who is this Shantae chick? She's attractive as hell and I want to know more about her. So I looked into her games and it looked really interesting. I downloaded Shantae and the Pirate Curse on my Wii U and I absolutely fell in love with the game. And I did more research about Shantae, and she had a game on the Game Boy and I remember it, and I'm like, oh damn, I actually remember seeing this at stores back in the day. And I'm like, far out, Shantae actually has history. And I fell in love with her franchise, and it's just because WaveForward reached out to their fans campaigning for Shantae to be in Super Smash Bros. Through the ballot. They were pushing their promotion like mad. It was all over the internet, it was all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. It was everywhere. Hashtag Shantae for Smash, hashtag vote for Shantae on the Smash Bros. Ballot. It was everywhere. So it was looking good for the Half Genie Hero, and she would have got heaps of votes because of this. So here are some of the things that I have found that hints to Shantae's inclusion. First of all, Shantae being an indie character would have struggled against other characters such as Shadow or even King K. Rool or Ridley or anything like that, just because of, well, her being an indie character. The chances were really against her, so it was really up to WaveForward to push that promotion like mad, and it obviously worked, because again, I had no idea who Shantae was until this promotion and until I saw it and checked out her games. And I'm for a fact, again, not the only one. A lot of people saw Shantae's promotions by WaveForward and checked out her franchise, liked it, gave her a vote on the ballot. Even though Shantae may have had some fans months previously, they would have already voted for Shantae by the ballot. People that got introduced to the Shantae franchise by these promotions from WayForward would have voted for Shantae as well. So because of these promotions by WayForward, new fans got introduced to the Shantae franchise, her franchise became bigger and much more popular, and she got even more votes on the ballot. That may have potentially overtook Shovel Knight. Yes, Shovel Knight was a very popular indie character, and a lot of people was voting for him on the Smash ballot, especially that he got his own amiibo and everything like that. However though, what Shovel Knight and their company failed to do so was promote, and that's what WayForward did, and that's what gave WayForward the edge. And on top of that, Shovel Knight was still not introduced in Japan at the time. However though, Shantae and the Pirate Curse was released as a physical copy in Japan on the 3DS. So Japan, closely to the time of the ballot, was introduced to Shantae and the Pirate Curse, and Shantae was well received in Japan, so some fans in Japan would have given her some votes too. Now another big hint to Shantae's inclusion is WayForward themselves. Yes, WayForward. Why are they themselves is a big hint to Shantae's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it's because of their promotions. They went from being super loud and say, vote for Shantae, vote for Shantae, vote for Shantae, everywhere. Social medias, YouTube, internet, websites, you name it, everywhere, to complete radio silence. They have not said a word about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate ever since, well, Ultimate's big reveal. They have not said, oh, we would love to see Shantae in the game. They have not said anything like that at all. They have not said a single word. They have not shared a single thing about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and begs me the question, why? Why hasn't WayForward shared anything or mentioned anything about Shantae potentially being in Super Smash Bros? And it's because I feel like they are not allowed to say anything. They can't say anything at all because that would go against their non-disclosure form. That's right. If they have involvement in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they would have had to sign a non-disclosure form. With that being said, they are not allowed to say a word to the general public about Shantae's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, regardless if she's a playable character, assist trophy, or anything like that. If she is in the game in any way, shape, or form, WayForward is not allowed to say a wink or even share any content from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because that would definitely be a dead giveaway. Another big factor is the most recent Jami Mode's DLC added to Shantae and the Half Genie Hero. Shantae and the Half Genie Hero is the 4th game in the Shantae franchise, and it added free DLC recently called Jami's Mode. Now this mode specifically is a major hint to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and in a creative way too. It's all about Shantae wanting to thank all of her friends and enemies, well, for her last adventure by hosting the Ultimate Slumber Party, and, quote, everyone is invited. Yes, the Ultimate Slumber Party, and everyone is invited. Doesn't this kind of sound familiar to you? Well, it should, because, well, the Ultimate Slumber Party could be a reference to the title itself, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and everyone is invited is a big reference to everyone is here. That is right. So Shantae's Half Genie Hero free DLC that dropped recently is a big hint to Shantae's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate without breaking the non-disclosure form, because yes, they may have said the word Ultimate and everyone is invited, but it's got nothing to do about Super Smash Bros. It's just what she says in a random campaign in her game. Some people said, oh, it could be just a hint to the Ultimate Edition of Shantae Half Genie Hero. Yes, the Ultimate Edition is with all the extra content and stuff like that. However though, here's the catch. The Ultimate Edition of Shantae Half Genie Hero was released on May 8, 2018, and the free DLC of Jami's Mode added to Shantae Half Genie Hero dropped on July 31st, 2018, so 2 months after the release of the Ultimate Edition. So it would be really silly to use the word Ultimate to promote itself after the game dropped 2 months later. Why do that? Wouldn't you use those words in the Ultimate Edition only? And let's be real here, the Jami Mode free DLC is added to every version of Shantae Half Genie Hero, not just the Ultimate Edition, but I mean even the previous versions, the non-Ultimate Edition, the downloadable version on the eShop, or the PS4 network, the Xbox network, whatever the game was released on. You can download Jami Mode on any version of Shantae Half Genie Hero, Ultimate Edition or not. So using the word ultimate in her ultimate slumber party quote is not an indicator of the ultimate edition of Shantae Half Genie Hero. If anything, it's actually hinting towards Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because it's followed right after that everyone's invited, a play on words of everyone is here. And of course at the very end of Jami's mode, Shantae is talking to her uncle and saying, and the uncle goes, oh, make sure you get your rest, you never know what adventures might come tomorrow. And she goes, oh, what's happening tomorrow? Ah, you never know, you never know. They're leaving us on suspense. Why are they leaving us on suspense? It is because they are building the hype, just like what Sega did with the Sonic Forces DLC. They are building the hype for the character. They are building the hype for their big reveal. Again, Shantae's free DLC and Shadow's free DLC in Sonic Forces are sharing similar traits here. They're both free DLCs, they both came out of nowhere, again they're both for free, and they're both letting you experience that character again for a reason. And I feel like it's because they're trying to generate the hype with Shantae by saying this is the ultimate slumber party, everyone is invited, and you never know what big adventure might come tomorrow. And Shadow coming out of nowhere with the free DLC in Sonic Forces, a lot of fans were saying, oh, it's just to please the Sonic Adventure fans. Well, no, it's not. Again, Sonic Adventure fans were requesting Sonic Adventure 3. That means the Sonic Adventure gameplay style, that Sonic Adventure mechanic. The Sonic Adventure fans want that back. They're not requesting Shadow specifically. You don't see all the Sonic Adventure fans saying, we need Shadow back. Come on, Sega, bring back Shadow. No, they are saying to make Sonic Adventure 3, not to bring back Shadow. So why is Shadow included in Sonic Forces? Why did that free DLC came out of nowhere? Why did this free DLC came out of nowhere for Shantae? It is to build the hype for the characters. And there you guys go. I honestly do believe this is the reason why these free DLC packs got dropped just out of the blue like this, to generate the hype for those characters, to make those characters reveal in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate more meaningful to their fan base. Because, well, companies like WayForward and Sega are taking advantage of this opportunity, right? Fans are going to see Shadow in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Fans are going to see Shantae in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and they're going to be like, oh, who are these characters? Oh, wait, so I can play as these characters in these set games. Shantae in the Half Genie Hero. Oh, I can play as Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic Forces. And these are really recent games, so I better go check them out. It is a smart cross-promotion from the companies. It is a smart cross-promotion from WayForward. It is a smart cross-promotion from Sega. It is generating hype, getting fans ready for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And for those fans that are not familiar with Shantae and Shadow, they're going to be introduced to them through Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and these free DLC packs are ready for them to go. So guys, I am convinced Shadow the Hedgehog is so in this game, and there is a good shot that Shantae is in this game too. And if I can get both of these characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I reach my goal. I get 3 of my top 5 most requested characters to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that is my goal. Let's make this happen. I believe in Daddy Sakurai. I believe in the team. So without further ado, guys, this is the perfect time to end this episode off at a complete close. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the episode, give it a like, support the channel, spread the love, and again guys, support the love of the characters you really want in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in any way, shape or form you can. Whether it's word of mouth, whether it's making videos, drawing, any way you want to promote your characters, just do it. Do it in the way you're most comfortable with, and do it like you mean it. Do it that you really, really want it. And trust me, it will pay off. It will pay off. Alright guys, that is it. That is all I have. Shadow for Smash, Shantae for Smash. Make it happen, Daddy Sakurai. And I will see you all in the next one. This is Ninstar Rose, and you guys stay way past cool.